Shalom. I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh Bashin Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. My name is Kanawak from GMS Toronto. Just doing another lesson. It's been a little while. As we all know, the Rfid chip has is being pushed in the U.S. media and all throughout the world right now, because right now they plan on having a cashless society, and this is the end of now is August 1st, so the beginning of August 2017, where as we get closer into the fall, they're pushing the RFID chip more, and this is leading toward a cashless society. Because once I believe in October, they're prepping people for a stock market crash. They're saying, so if that's to happen, let's say the stock market crash on Wall Street, that's gonna affect the world economy, which could affect trade on a global scale, where it could crash the whole monetary system. Right? And they'd be forced. They'd be forced. They'd be forced to. Yeah, they'd be forced to basically create a new currency, which would be a digital currency. Okay, through via the RFID chip mainly, because that whole cash is gonna come to an end. And I'm just gonna get this article, what I saw on valuewalk.com. It says, imagine a world without cash. I wonder if you can. And then it reads, number one, Visa offers select retailers $10,000 to stop taking cash. So that's what they're offering these retail stores, $10,000 to any retail store if they stop accepting cash. So soon cash is gonna come to a halt. It says more details on the war on cash and a cashless society, fighting crime, terrorism, counterfeiting, and black market. So that whole black market economy, drug deal, fraud, whatever, prostitution, thefts, or like many different things. That's black market. Like that's all gonna be pretty much done away with, man, because the government wants to, or Big Brother, they want to be able to monitor all transactions made, man. So if you're not able to use cash, you're gonna have to, basically get the chip, because that's what this leading into, man, the mark of the beast. So all you people who've been mocking the apostles, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Raka, and so on, the apostles of Great Millstone, for all you scoffers who's been mocking them, now this now the prophecy of the mark of the beast is coming to pass, man, and that's pretty much the main prophecy, the last prophecy that's to come to pass, man. And that's pretty much the main prophecy before the destruction of Babylon, man. So that means we're almost out of here, man. So right now, let me just get Revelation 13. It's like, yeah. Since I said that there, Alright, now this world's coming to an end, and 2/3 of our people are about to get taken out, man, and they don't even know it. Because 2/3 are gonna take the chip. But maybe get Revelation 13, man. Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast. So the beast is talking about NATO and the EU, European Union and so on, which is Esau's power structure, his whole the whole alliance of these Edomite nations pretty much combined, and what's a part of the image of the beast? Their whole philosophies, the whole democracy, capitalism, so on, their socialism, and like basically the whole system, man. This healthcare bullshit and all levels, man. It says that as many should not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And what's mainly that image? That RFID chip, man. Because that's what they want people to submit to, where once anybody who gets the chip, they're gonna be subject to being monitored on a daily. Your whereabouts is always gonna be known. Like they're gonna know your body temperature. They're gonna know whether you're screwing. They're gonna know everything about you, man. And they're gonna know all your transactions and so on. Basically, Esau wants to be God, man. He wants to have power to rule over people, to control their mind, thoughts, their whole living, man. That's what they want. That's what these elites want, man. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor. So both small, so you the regular average person, these high entertainers, elites, politicians and so on, these wealthy, affluent people, they're gonna have the chip as well. It says rich and poor, man, free and bond. So those who's regular citizens and so on, those are like those who's elite citizens or privileged citizens, and going into the low, man, prisoners as well and so on, people who's in the institution, these different institutions run by governments, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name. Which this is beautiful, man. This is talking about the RFID chip, man. And right now, all they need to do is some catastrophic attack, whether it's a nuclear attack, a chemical disease, or something, to trigger a false flag, which is gonna throw people off, or a stock market crash, and that's just gonna set everything off, man. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 666, or 666. So when you go into how to decipher a barcode and stuff, you look on the back of anything that you purchase. They have the barcode and it has those lines. When you decode that, that's actually 666, man. You could go on Google Image and you could research for yourself, man, and decipher that, But yeah, man, and it goes to the supercomputer, which I believe is in Germany or Belgium, known as the Beast, which they call the Beast, man. Every transaction was pretty much done. Is gone to that computer, man, the super beast, in Germany. So this is more into the article. The truth is, most governments and central bankers around the world believe it is important to gradually eliminate the use of cash in the years ahead. They claim the absence of cash would help to reduce crime and terrorism, expedite monetary policy, and help the global economy. Yet, in my opinion, the potential benefits they claim would be minimal, and their motives are dubious at best. The real reason they want to rid the world of cash is so that all of our transactions would be recorded in one form or another and therefore be more traceable. This gives authorities more control, expedites tax collection, and lets Big Brother keep a closer watch on all of us. So all you people all you scoffers like the IUIC, what's the other one? ISUPK, GOCC, and all you other camps, all you other Hebrew Israelite camps who's not teaching the correct doctrine in regards to the mark of the beast. Some of you guys are saying that is Christianity, that is all kind of things, man. If you're not teaching the correct doctrine, you guys are gonna be judged, man. You know, and if you guys take that chip, you definitely will be judged, man. You're gonna be destroyed. It says, while the war on cash and the cashless society are not near-term threats to Americans, it is important to keep an eye on this troubling trend. So, you know, and that's what we're doing at the moment. That's what I'll focus on today. I start with Visa's latest offer to pay selected retailers $10,000 to stop accepting cash, and then we'll move on the bigger picture, implications down the road. Before I get to that discussion, let me briefly mention last Friday's initial two. I'm just gonna skip some parts. Go to page 2. So when you boil it all down, this is a great article, man. This is something that you could read yourself. While you boil it all down, the IMF's report is nothing more than a call for the abolition of cash. They even admit in the last bullet point that it would. When you boil it all down, the IMF's report is nothing more than a call for the abolition of cash. They even admit in the last bullet point that it would make tax collection easier, since every citizen will be forced to open a bank account in order to get credit or debit cards. But the whole thing, what they want to do ultimately is just chip everybody, man. You know, but that's what they want ultimately, man. So it's gonna go one step past these Visa or Mastercards, man. What they want to do is is put the whole that whole chip inside you, man. You know, and be able to track your every movement and have ultimate control over you, man. So let me get one more scripture and close up. That's what Esau's ultimate goal is, man. You know. It says, Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed. Let me start at verse 7. Revelation 14:7, saying with a loud voice, Fear Yahweh, and give him glory, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine and the wrath of her fornication. And Babylon is referring to America, okay? Because that's the kingdom or country upon earth whom everybody wants to be like, who all these other nations aspire to be like through democracy, capitalism, through their whole monetary system, through how they dress, suits and ties. How everything, man. That like this whole system, this whole lifestyle where women are equal to men, and so on, where homosexuals have rights, all kinds of madness. A man could turn into a woman could turn into a man, all kinds of confusion, and many different wickedness, man. But like this is that kingdom whom all nations follow after, man. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine and the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. So that's talking about our people, man. You other nations could take the chip, but any of the Israelites who take the chip, which they are, 2/3 are gonna take that chip, man. But there's gonna be a portion of the Lord's people who's not gonna have that chip, man. Who's not gonna accept that chip. There's gonna be a elect 144,000 and a 1/3 who's not gonna take that chip, man. You know, and the ones of you guys of our people who do, you guys are gonna all die, man. You know, so even if you guys don't get put to death in the concentration camps, you guys are gonna get put to death in the fire, man. Alright, so the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here's the patience and the sick. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. So this is what we're patiently waiting for, and we're patiently waiting that and praying that the Lord will have mercy on us. The ones of us who's going out there on the highways and byways every week consistently and teaching our people of these things, that we're gonna be saved and covered, and protected from these things, man. From accepting that chip, from this whole martial law, this destruction, famine was coming, and death, these plagues, man. Like, this is what we're praying for and hoping that we be protected from, man. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharallah. Shalom to the apostles of Great Millstone, peace and blessings. Or let's say double honors to the apostles of Great Millstones and Shalom. And death and destruction to 2/3. And death to Esau, the so-called white man, and the other nations, man. With that, I'd like to say Shalom and Kwam Yasharallah.